In this video, we're gonna draw 7 cute summer doodles in Procreate, perfect for beginners. They're fun, they're low pressure, they're just a great way to warm up and get your creativity flowing before you tackle something bigger. So today's doodles will be a popsicle, ice cream, watermelon, lemonade, a seashell, sunglasses, and a beach bag. So no rules, no perfection required, just grab your Apple pencil and let's draw together. Okay, let's dive in and have a little bit of fun. I like doodles, they're fun to just get your imagination going and just get the wiggles out before you try to tackle something. It's just a great way to have fun and warm up. So I'm going to be using my living watercolor canvas. You can find it in the Illustrator starter kit. It's not a must. You can absolutely do this without a canvas. I'm just so used to drawing on something that has texture. I really like it. So I'm also going to be using the sketching pencil from the Character Design Academy sample that's found in the Illustrator starter kit. Okay, so I'm just going to use a simple brown color. You can use black, brown, whatever you prefer. But let's start drawing. Okay, I'm going to have my brush size probably around 15 or so. And let's start with a lovely popsicle. Okay, so we're just going to do a simple arch shape, like so. And then you're going to round it off at the bottom. And I'm just going to go here like this. And you'll have the little stick popping up below. Let's give it a few more details. So maybe it's sort of dripping like this. Maybe on the side you'll have a little drip coming down. Maybe here, which would require a little bit of erasing. So we can just do that. Maybe we'll have a little drip here, something like that. Okay, and then I think they kind of have sort of lines like this. Lovely. So you can just clean up your little edges here. Make this look a little nicer. All right. Lovely. A lovely little popsicle. Speaking of yummy things, let's move on and draw an ice cream cone. Another lovely summer treat. All right, so we'll just have sort of a nice cone shape like this, and then we'll have a few wiggles like so. And maybe let's make it an extra scoop. A few more wiggles down there. Oh, it's getting very out of control there. There we go. And then our V for our cone. And make it nice at the end, like that. Wonderful. Now we could put a little cherry on top, so if so, we can just sort of erase this. My eraser is so small. Like that. And we'll do a little cherry. If I could draw a circle. All right, and then you're gonna just do a little scoop and a little stem. Now, when we do our lines, I'm gonna make them a little bit more rounded to create that looking like it's kind of scooping around a waffle cone. All right, and it'll come in this direction. Lovely. Now, if you want, you can always do a few more little extras like this, and maybe this one's dripping too. Or a little drip. Maybe it's coming down here a little bit, so I'm just going to erase a little space for myself here. All right. And maybe it's coming down the side a bit as well. That looks good. Oops. Get the pencil going. And if you really want, you can always put a little face on it too. Okay. Face or no face, up to you. All right, let's move on to, let's do a little, next up, let's stay on our food theme and maybe do something a little healthier. Let's draw a watermelon. So I'm going to do a watermelon slice rather. So I'm just gonna go, I like a nice wide slice here. scoop, and then we'll do another layer, and then a wider layer at the bottom. Okay, something like that. I think I've gone a little wonky over here. It doesn't really matter, but if you want to change it, you can go to liquify with push on and just shore up that a little bit so it looks a little bit less wonky. There we go. Slightly happier. I don't want them to be perfect, but yeah, it looked a little bit out of control at that one side. All right, there we go. Now for some seeds. So I'm going to attempt to arrange them nicely, maybe alternating. Okay, lovely. All right, looks delicious. Okay, so now let's draw a little jug of lemonade. So kind of like a jug cup. So we'll put a straw in it as well. So let's just draw an oval, and you can have it. So all of these are rough, so I'm not going to use my smart shapes. Okay, something like that. And then do a little wiggle like that. And then a scoop. I think I've gone a little bit too low there. Good stuff. And then have it so you have a little kind of come out like that. So in and then out, just in a gradual shape. And then let's go and just round the bottom here. Okay. A little handle and just sort of a soft rectangular shape. Okay, I think if we put in a few little details here, it's nice. Edge of the glass. Okay, so now let's have our straw coming up. A little circle down, and we'll be able to sort of see it here. You can kind of make it a little bit lighter and wiggly, like that. And of course, erase this line here. There we go. And we can have a little design. Okay. I made it a little bit lighter here so it looks like it's behind the glass. Now let's draw our lemons. So I'm going to draw a nice little circle, well, it's an oval, on its side. And then we'll draw another one on the inside. And then give it an edge by bringing two sort of lines out. And just on that one side, so it has the edge. Okay. Then we'll draw a little circle and then kind of like spokes for the segments of the lemon. Lovely. All right, let's draw a little ice cube. So I'll draw sort of a square here. And then let's make it sort of three-dimensional. So the lines are kind of going closer in here. And then maybe one over here. Maybe we're seeing it from this direction. So the lines are like this. All right. And then maybe we will sort of draw a line around so it's kind of like the glass and where the water would be inside, the lemonade rather, would be inside, like that. And then let's draw a few little circles. And there we go, our lovely little lemonade. All right, now let's draw a little seashell. It's going to be rounded like this. You can draw yourself a nice little very light line and a V shape like this. I've done it very lightly so I can just draw it easily over top. And so you're gonna come and just do a V like this. And then in the center, the top part, it's gonna be rounded and then lines coming down like that. Then these are going to be divided into two, so you can kind of judge that. And another one. And then you can just make sure that this is big enough here. And then match this approximately on this side as well. And I can fix those lines at the end too. So I can fix those lines at the end too. Okay, so I'm just gonna make that a little bit bigger. Like that. Great. Now these ones should all sort of be uniform for the most part. Something like that. Okay. And then just down here to finish it, you'll have these little lines here. All right. And if you've made any lines, you can just erase those. Sometimes it's nice to have a guide to know where you're going. But there you go. And then you can make, you know, extra little lines here for extra detail. All right. And there we have a little seashell. Now let's draw a little, actually, I'm just going to size this down. I'm just going to size this down a little bit so I make sure I have enough room here. Lovely. All right, up next, let's draw our sunglasses. So I'm going to just draw the shape of one side. So you're kind of having it just a rounded edge here, depending on what style you're going for. But I'll just have a little indent here. And then you're going to scoop around like that. Okay, and then you'll draw the inside where the glass is. And you can just erase to make sure that that's meeting properly. Like that. All right, now I'm going to just start to draw a bit of the nose like that. But what I'm going to do is add that detail and then duplicate this. So I'm just going to select it, copy and paste. So now it's on a separate layer. Take my arrow and flip it horizontally. So I don't have to draw that twice. And there we go. And I'm just going to merge these layers together. And then I can just make this a little bit better. Okay, so much easier because I'm not sure if I would be able to fully get that symmetrical. All right, then we can draw a nice little scene for our reflection. So we're doing little waves here. And then I'm going on a new layer. I'm going to create a little palm tree silhouette. So I'm just going to do a thicker line there. And do these little bits, just wiggly. Again, this does not need to be too detailed because it's so small. But let's just do a little bit like that. And then I can go ahead and duplicate that just by swiping to the left and moving that over there, roughly in the same spot. Merge them all together. And there we go. We have cute little sunglasses that are ready. A little scene that I wouldn't mind visiting soon. Don't know about you. Wouldn't mind being around some palm trees. All right, so let's draw our beach bag. So I'm just going to start by drawing a soft line that's just easy like that, nice and rounded, sort of like that. Just draw a little bit of a rounded oval here, just a little. There we go. Okay. And then we'll have our handles. And then we'll have our handles. And you can just have them, so we'll actually just do the thickness here. And then here, you can just sort of round it like this, and then draw a circle around. Like that. And then we can go and erase any of these lines here. And then you want to kind of show them from the back as well. So maybe just like that. So we kind of know that that other handle is there. Let's do a little charm here just to make it look summery. So I'm just doing a little loop around, little loops, and we can just do a really simple little flower here. So a little circle and then just your looped petals going around. Okay, makes it look a little bit more summery. And we can just clean up anything if you see anything you don't really like, but this is just fun. It's not supposed to be fussy. All right, and then I'm going to just do a bit of a stripe detail. All right, and there we go, a cute little beach bag. And there you have it, 7 easy summer doodles you can draw right away in Procreate. So to get the brushes and canvases that we use today, you can grab the free goodie bag. I've linked it below for you. It also includes my free Procreate for Beginners course that gives you a full overview of everything you need to know about Procreate. We also do some really fun projects together in there as well. And if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe. It helps the channel so much. And comment below what you'd like to see next or what you're struggling with and you need help with. If you want to keep improving your artwork or get some inspiration, I think you'll really love this video here. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.